Hey everybody, it's Lorraine. On today's episode, we're going to be making some bread pudding. It's a dessert that'll be enjoyed by families and friends, and it's super easy too. But here are the ingredients. And here are the equipment that you'll be needing. Okay, so first, you're going to be melting the 6 tablespoons of butter for about 20 to 30 seconds. It's going to be hot, so you're going to leave it aside just to cool it. Next, you're going to be breaking apart the crusts off the slices of bread. And here I have the end piece of the loaf, so I'm going to be breaking off the entire slice. And also to mention, I prefer using older bread, just like a few days after you buy it. But if you buy just fresh bread and you wanted to make bread pudding, that's fine as well. It'll still taste the same, but it's just my preference. So after you take off the crust and lay them at the bottom of the dish, that's when you put the white pieces and just lay them on top. Just like that. And you can also break it apart so that way it'll fit in the dish nicely. Next up is making the batter part. So you're gonna add your sugar, and then you're gonna add your 1 egg first. And then you add your 1.5 cup of milk in there, just the first portion. And you give it a good mix, making sure everything is all incorporated. Now next, you're going to be adding your vanilla and cinnamon. And here I added about a teaspoon of cinnamon. I don't like adding too much, but you can go ahead and add a little bit more, just not too much, because you're going to be adding some more later. And for the vanilla, I kind of eyeballed it and used about a teaspoon. Now you want to give it a good mix till everything is fully incorporated. Now you're going to add your cooled and melted butter to the batter, and you're going to mix it till it's fully incorporated, making sure that you get everything mixed in. Now you're going to be pouring it over the bread. Make sure that you get every corner. Don't leave anything dry. You want to get everything as covered as possible. And see over here, I didn't really melted or cooled down my butter that well, so you see a little bit of the clumps, but that's fine. It'll just give it a more golden top. And with the whisk, you're just gonna push down the pieces of bread, and so that way the batter can soak into the bread. Now you're gonna add the 1/4 cup of milk into the same bowl, and you're gonna be adding the other egg in it. You're gonna be giving it a quick mix, getting all the leftover butter that was in the bowl, making sure everything is fully mixed in so that nothing will be left behind this time. That's the reason why, but another reason also is that when you put it over the bread, it's going to give it a more golden color, and I like to make a little extra batter for the sides that I kind of missed. So here I'm going to be pouring it all over the sides and then a little bit more at the top. Now you're probably wondering, when am I gonna preheat the oven? And this is when you do it. So you're gonna preheat it to 350 degrees, and this will give the bread enough time to fully soak into the batter. And I thought I filmed myself adding the cinnamon on top of the bread, but you're just gonna sprinkle a little bit over the top of the bread. Okay. Now that the oven is preheated and ready to go, you're gonna be baking it for about 45 minutes until golden brown, but do check it at the 30-minute mark. Ta-da! Now it's done! Just look at that golden color, and it looks so good. I can't wait to eat it. A reason why I made bread pudding as my first episode, and I thought it was kind of fitting. Bread pudding was the first dessert I ever made from scratch because I always used to make desserts from cake mixes, from cupcake mixes, brownie mixes. But ever since, I've been making dessert for families, friends, party gatherings, and everyone loves it. And it's such a fun and easy dessert. You could add anything to it, like chocolate chips, nuts, fruit, and you can even change the amount of sugar if you want to keep it plain. And a reason why I don't like to add a whole lot of sugar is that if it shows, I like to add vanilla ice cream. Especially now that it's getting warmer here, ice cream, it'll cool it down and it gives such a nice contrast to it, and it just goes well together. So let me know in the comments how this video went, and hopefully you guys can try this recipe out. And I'm gonna go eat some bread pudding and ice cream now. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so that way you can see the next episode. Alright, thanks guys, bye!